guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Stella. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate your support so far and I do not take you for granted. So yeah, thank you also for the love on my NCLEX videos and like my other nursing school videos. I see you and I really appreciate your support. The questions and some of my emails asking me about like nursing school and even some of the comments on some of my videos, so I'm like, why not just film a video about answering some of the questions and then other questions that you guys didn't ask but I think it's important to know. So if this is the kind of video that you're interested in, then keep watching.
Can't ball in a life, man.
On this channel, I've never done a get to know me video, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to give you a little tea on myself. So yeah, I'm Stella. I'm a 22-year-old nurse. I'm a licensed vocational nurse or a licensed practical nurse, depending on what state you're from. So here we call it LVNs. In other places they call it LPNs. Pretty much the same thing. I've been a nurse now for a couple of months and I'm going to be, my 1-year anniversary is coming up in December. So like I mentioned, I'm going to vlog it by God's grace. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you see when I upload that video. I was in the LVN program last year and I recently graduated in August. It's been a year since I graduated. Time goes by real fast. So yeah, I finished the LVN program in August and I started the RN program in March. So a couple of those questions. The first question I get asked is nursing school stressful? Yes, and yes. Nursing school is a different type of stress. You know, like life has its own different stressors, but nursing school kind of stress is like way different. So you have to get ready before you apply to nursing school. You have to get ready before you start nursing school, because I feel like when you mentally prepare yourself for it, then it gets better. I lied. You can prepare yourself and then still get in the program. You know, it's different when like people tell you from like outside than when you get in the program and experience it for yourself. So yes, I'll say nursing school is stressful. Do you work while you go to school? Yes. In the LVN program, I used to work. Right now in the RN program, I still work. In the LVN program, I used to work as an aide. So it was a 12-hour shift and I worked like maybe 1 to 2 days a week. Let me explain the whole thing. So the LVN program, or my whole nursing journey in general, I haven't had like the opportunity to choose what day I want to class or what time I want to class. It's a whole thing where they have their number of students, so they register you guys and all we had to do was go ahead and pay for the classes. So you have to make your work schedule or everything around your school schedule. So like with the LVN program, I used to work, like I mentioned, 1 to 2 days a week, 12-hour shifts. Right now in the RN program, I still work and my work schedule is still around my school schedule. So last semester I went to school 3 times a week, so I worked only 2 times a week. This semester, so I tried to like make my schedule work around my school schedule. However, there are people in my LVN program and now my RN program that do not work. If that's what works for you, fine. Me, I'm just that person that likes to work and go to school. But I try to reduce my work days when I feel like I cannot do this anymore. I'll get it down to like 1 day a week, because right now I'm PRN, so I work in a clinic, so I work from 8 to 5. That schedule is suitable for me because I can come home after 5 and then rest, then study. But working from 7 to 7, by the time I get home, I'm so exhausted that I cannot work. I mean, the people work that shift, but I chose the shift from 8 to 5, and then it depends on like, you know, how I feel, like how stressed or how like used to I am with like the whole thing. Then I can change my work shift from like 7 to 7. It all depends. So yes, I work and go to school. I did same for my LVN and I'm doing same for my RN. Do you need A's and B's to apply to nursing school? In my case, no. So when I applied, my school was heavy on the HESI. If you don't know the HESI, I'm going to try to screenshot what HESI is and put it here. Some schools you do the HESI, other schools you do the T. So I did the HESI, and the HESI was 5 sections. It was math, reading, comprehension, and A and P, and something else. So in my school you needed about 75% and above to be able to apply to the nursing school. What I did was I tried to do very good there, because you need 75 and above. Other people are going to apply with like 90%, 95. So you want to be like around the top. I would say around like get from 90 and above, so you have like, you stand a higher chance when they're trying to like narrow down their applicants and just choose whoever they want for the nursing school. So that's what I wrote. I used that exam. I mean, I used my prereqs too. They asked for A and P, they asked for psychology, they asked for English and all of that, but like they were heavy on like the HESI scores. I did not have an A or a B on A and P. I had a C when I applied, and I was trying to like, my mom was like, you need to retake this class so you can get like a higher grade for you to be able to apply to nursing school. It was so funny how I didn't get like an A or B in my A and P, but like in the HESI I got an A in my like the A and P section of the HESI. I don't know if that played a role, but like I didn't get all A's and B's when I applied to nursing school. Depending on what your school needs, I would say check like the website and see what are the requirements. So when you're applying to nursing school, so when you're taking your prereq, you're trying to have like your grades straight and everything good, so when you apply you don't have a problem. You need to get vaccinated. Yes, 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 and yes. One thing I was advising a couple of people that reached out to me was like, start your immunizations early. I would say start very, very early, because some vaccines like Hep A, you have to space it like 6 months apart. Imagine you have 4 months to apply to nursing school, you haven't started taking your Hep A vaccine. My school, you cannot apply. You need to have like your full series before you apply. So I'll say start like taking your immunizations like way ahead of time. Something like the flu, you need it every year, so maybe you can take it like the year off, or maybe something like that. But like other vaccines, please try to like get. School is probably gonna have like, depending on the kind of school you're trying to apply to, but your school is gonna have a record of what vaccines they need you to have before you apply to nursing school. So print out that, so whenever you go to get your vaccines, they can sign it there and put the lot number. So whenever you're applying, you can upload that form to show that, okay, I got all my vaccines, I got all of this. So you have like no stress when you're applying to nursing school. Is 70% a pass in nursing school? In my school, 70% is not a pass, it's an automatic fail. So for you to pass, you need to have a 75 and above. I'm talking about 74.2, I'm talking about 75 and above. If you have a 70%, sis, sorry, you're gonna have to retake that class. So that's like a very stressful moment. So try to study and do your best like in the first exams, the first test, because usually the last exams is cumulative, meaning like they test you about what you've done the whole semester, and those ones are really hard. I don't know about you, but for me those are like the hardest exams. So if you can get in those grades, like the first exams, the first test, the assignments, I'm stressing on assignments because you don't know how much like points from assignments have just helped boost my grade. So no, 70% is not a pass, you need a 75 and above. So enjoy your 70% right now when you're taking your prereqs, because when you get into nursing school, it's a whole different game. I don't know about other schools probably like they go higher, but my school, 75 and above is a pass. And sorry, I'm not gonna be giving you information about what school I go to or where I work for security reasons, sorry. How soon do you get a job after nursing school? Right now, we know there's a lot of shortage of like nurses. Many places are like looking for nurses, nursing homes, hospitals, clinics, and all of that. So I'm gonna say you can get a job pretty much like fast. So when I got like my nursing license, I got my license in December, and I applied to different jobs. So I got like a job where I was working in a nursing home. I didn't like it there, so I quit. I applied to another job right now where I work as a COVID nurse. That job was amazing because like I don't know, it was just an amazing position, but I couldn't keep that position because I had to start school earlier than expected. And so I had to quit that job, and then I worked in the same company, but like I work now in a clinic. The long and short of it is I got my job. I got my license in December, and I got my job in February. Yeah, I still worked at my job I had before I became an LVN, so I was still doing that job while I applied to work as an LVN. So I got my job about 1.5 months after I got my license. So you can get a job ASAP. Other people were applying to jobs like while in school, because at the end of the LVN program we had these representatives from other places come and talk to us about like, okay, this is how this is that. So they're trying to give you like, you know, they're trying to sell their company or their jobs or their things to you. So when you leave nursing school, you can be able to apply to those programs. So I'll say you can get a job pretty soon, as like straight out of nursing school. Getting a job isn't a problem in my opinion. How long is the program? For my LVN, the program was a year, an intense 1 year. It started from August and it ended in August. We had like 2 weeks breaks. I mean, we had Christmas break, we had Thanksgiving break, we had like New Year break, but we didn't have like, we took classes in the summer. It was just like an intense program. So mine lasted for a year. Currently now in the RN program, I think it's like 15 months. It depends, like, but if you're going to a 4-year university, of course it's 4 years. You're going to be done in 4 years or longer, depending on if you pass a class or fail a class. And on the subject of passing or failing a class, if you fail the class, you have to restart the program. It's so unfortunate. That was what happened in my LVN program. In my RN program now, I hear if you fail the class, you have to restart the whole program. Some say if you fail the class, you just have to retake that class, which means it's going to push your graduation date, because you're going to have to stay back and take that class and then try to catch up with the rest of the cohort. I think that's what's going on in this RN program now, because a lot of things are happening in this program that I'm just finding out, which is bad. I mean, I should have known before I started the program, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, you have to like pass the class to be able to move to the next level. Which is more difficult, NCLEX or nursing school? I'm not the best person to answer that question, because as you all know, I took the NCLEX a couple of times. If you didn't know, then check my channel and then you see that video. But I will say nursing school was more difficult, because not necessarily nursing school more difficult. I would say I was more stressed about nursing school, because I was stressed about failing a class and having to start the whole program, as opposed to like failing NCLEX and just trying to like wait a couple of months to be able to get like ATT and to retest again. But like failing the class in the program means you have to start the whole program, all the time, the money, the sacrifices you made to be in that program, and then you have to start all over. You have to apply again. I don't know about you, but that is long for me. So that was like a stressor for me. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to fail this class. I don't want to fail this class, so I have to restart. I just want to finish this class, and thank god I was able to. And yeah, so I'll say that was like more stressful. In terms of difficulty, I don't know, I really cannot tell you. Can you have jewelry, fake nail, tattoos in nursing school? Nope. If you have 2 earrings, you need to take it off and keep one, and the earring has to be a size, or I forgot what they call it. No nail polish, like even like the nude or the transparent nail polish. Nope. Your nails have to be so short. You see how short my nails are? Your nails have to be this length. If you have any tattoos, you have to cover it up. No piercings, like take it off. That's what my school said. And my hair like this, you cannot have your hair like this. Your hair has to be in a bun. There's a lot of like, you know, protocols for school. Some of them make sense, like having the long nails and nail polish, but some of them doesn't make sense. But you know, you have to comply to those rules. Some of the teachers will not even give you a warning, be like, you know, don't come. They're just gonna write it down and then when you have like your one-on-one evaluation with them at the end of the semester, you see it pop up on the evaluation sheet or sheet. What are your thoughts about having friends in nursing school, guys? So I filmed a video before this one talking about like some of the lessons I learned in nursing school, and I spoke a little bit about like having friends in nursing school. I'm just gonna link that video below so you can watch it and see like what lessons I learned. However, I'm just gonna also go ahead and tell you guys why I think it's important to have friends in nursing school. Having friends in nursing school is just like you have that person that you can always talk to about certain things that happen in school. You have that person that understands the nursing school struggle. You have that person that like, you know, can relate to most and everything, if not everything, that you're going through. So I think it's important. You also have that like accountability partner that you guys can check up on each other. You guys can, like, you know, study together. You don't have to be besties, you know. I'm not saying you should go to nursing school and be using people's children. I'm not saying you should go and just be like, okay, I need somebody after nursing school, we don't talk. God is watching you. But I'm just saying, like, find somebody, like, just be like, have like a good friendship that you guys can share stuff, you guys can, you know, teach each other. Just not it doesn't have to be one person, or it doesn't have to be like the whole class, because I know the people like that can be friends with like the whole class. I'm just saying, just have at least one person that you guys, like, you know, can help each other or motivate each other in the program, because this program is a year, but it feels like 8 years. It is exhausting. Today drained me. Okay, so on to the next point. Do I have to be a CNA or work in the medical field before applying to nursing school? Dear brothers and sisters, I would say no. I mean, I was an aide before I applied to nursing school, but I didn't do a lot of CNA related things. If you understand, if you don't understand, sorry, I cannot help you. But no, in nursing school you will learn. It's advisable that you know, try to be a tech or CNA, so you see some of those things that the nurses do, and then you'll be like, okay, I mean, you get an idea. So in nursing school it's a little bit easier, but in nursing school you still learn those things. You get what I mean? You will learn, you have skills, you go for clinicals, you see other nurses do. So don't be discouraged when other people like, oh, I was a tech, I was a CNA, I was this. Don't be discouraged, because I mean, sometimes it might be harder, but like, you still learn. So you don't have to be working in the medical field before you apply to nursing school. You'll do just all right. You'll be fine and you will learn. You make mistakes, that's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm not going to kill somebody and say everybody makes mistakes. That one, it's a whole different ball game. But I'm just like, you learn from other people and even from your classmates. Don't be like, oh, try to be open to learning, because any and everybody can teach you, and try to teach other people so what you know. And now we're going to move on to the final question. Is nursing school difficult? One thing I'm going to let you do is apply to nursing school first, and then when you start the program and while you're in the program, then you let me know what you think. I'm just joking, guys. To me, yes, nursing school was difficult. It's been like the most difficult journey I've embarked on, because a lot has happened, a lot of like life-changing things, or things like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but like, long and short of this story is, yeah, nursing school was like difficult. I tried to I'm still a student. As I go on, or as I progress, I try to learn from my mistakes. I try to learn from my classmates' mistakes. I try to learn from other people's mistakes. So take every advice they give you with a pinch of salt, because that's what you should do. I have exhausted my questions that I had to answer. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section, and I will always answer them if I know the answer. If I don't, I'm going to ask for help. The questions I'm not going to answer is where I go to school, or where I work. Sorry, I cannot disclose that information. There's a lot of crazy things happening out here. I don't want to be a past tense. I want to be current, present girl, living healthy and strong. Amen. So yeah guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn on your notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. I'm going to leave a link to the video of like my lessons learned in nursing school, and just scroll through my channel, and any video you see helpful there, don't forget to like, share. And thank you so much for your support so far on the road to 1K subscribers. I really hope and wish we can get to 1K by the end of the year. Other than that, thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Are you kidding me? Do us. Yeah. Yeah.